Hey there guys, Tom here, welcome back to my movie channel and thank you very much for joining me for my review of the brand new film, The Gentleman. This film comes out in January of this upcoming year. I was very lucky to see an advanced public showing of the film today. And this is of course Guy Ritchie's new film starring Matthew McConaughey, Hugh Grant, and Charlie Hunnam. But before we get into today's review, if you guys have not subscribed to this channel yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that notifications bell so that you never miss out on my take on all things movies. The Gentleman is about a drug kingpin named Mickey Pearson, played by Matthew McConaughey. He runs a drug trade in London, specifically in the marijuana business, and when word spreads that he might be looking to retire from said business, an array of interested parties such as Henry Golding's character come into the mix, trying to acquire said drug empire. So this was a film I was actually really excited to see because I thought the trailer that they dropped for this movie was brilliant. The trailer just looked so Guy Ritchie to me, and it just looked like a lot of fun. I thought this movie was going to be absolute bonkers, a thrill ride from start to finish. Well, unfortunately, I can't say any of that. I will say this, the performances across the board are all fantastic. Especially Hugh Grant, he's got this weird accent and voice going on that you don't really expect from the charming, stuttering Hugh Grant. And the whole film is structured around Hugh Grant telling this story to Charlie Hunnam, because Hugh Grant's character is a private investigator and he thinks he's worked this entire thing out. When the movie started, I thought this is a really interesting way to structure a film and to tell this story. And of course it's a Guy Ritchie movie, so you're expecting something unique, different, very stylized. And credit where it's due, I do feel like this film is quite unique in that sense. However, the film did disappoint me in the sense that I feel like overall the film thinks it's smarter than it actually is. And the trailer certainly gives off the impression that this film is gonna be very high energy, lots of crazy violence, because that's all the trailer is. And I have to say, overall, the film really didn't deliver on the promise of the trailer in that sense, and that's the reason I was disappointed with the film overall, because throughout the film, there's a lot of talking. There is a lot of sitting down, meetings between drug kingpins discussing how much their empire's worth. There's a lot of planning throughout the movie, and there's a hell of a lot of exposition. And I will say, credit where it is due, the dialogue for the most part is quick and witty and sometimes funny. But quick and witty dialogue does not make a great movie alone. And overall, I enjoyed all the characters in the movie. Unfortunately, the story around it and the film's pacing, it really loses its cadence, especially during that entire first act. And I get it, it's a lot of setup, but the film kept losing its cadence, kept losing its pace, and I kept waiting for this movie to get exciting. And for me personally, the film never felt exciting, and nor did it do a good job of building the intrigue that I think it was trying to accomplish. Because the film tries to pull off all these little plot twists and turns throughout the movie, and they really don't work. I think a lot of those fell flat to me, and I wasn't really surprised by any of them. And I'm not saying that because I found the movie predictable. I didn't find the movie too predictable. My problem with the film ultimately comes down to the fact that when you have a film that doesn't deliver on the promise of being exciting, and the film honestly wasn't exciting. I was bored at several points throughout the film. So when you have a movie that's not really exciting you and not really getting you interested in the movie overall, when the plot twists happen, you really don't care because they've already lost you at that point. And honestly, if it wasn't for the stellar cast that's in this movie, McConaughey, Charlie Hunnam, Colin, Farrell, Hugh Grant, those performances and the little bits of humor and the quick witty dialogue really is what holds this film together. But unfortunately, all of those things are still not enough to save the movie for me. And despite the fact that, yes, I was really excited to see this movie, I really enjoy Guy Ritchie as a director. I think he's a very unique and talented director, and I think he's made some fantastic movies. I mean, I was one of the naysayers of him directing Aladdin. I didn't think that movie looked any good from the trailers, and I ended up really enjoying that film. Man from U.N.C.L.E. is a fantastic movie. Guy Ritchie is a great director. Unfortunately, this film, though, it really let me down. I was really disappointed by this film. Honestly, it just comes back to the fact that I found this movie boring. And the film really thinks it's really intelligent, and the film thinks it's tricking you throughout the film, but that really didn't work for me. But I'll say this, if you're someone who, like me, was very excited about seeing The Gentleman, which I think opens on January 24th, if you're very excited about seeing The Gentleman, don't let my review stop you. I am just but one person giving his opinion on the internet. So go and see the movie if you were interested in seeing the movie. But if you're going to ask me what my opinion was, I was disappointed by the film. Anyway, guys, have any of you guys seen The Gentleman? If you have, make sure you jump down the comment section below. Let me know what you thought of the film. Make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this review. Look out for, of course, my next movie review, which will be Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. I am so ready for that movie. Bring it on. Thank you very much for watching this review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. My name is Tom, and I will see you guys next time.